Hello, everyone. Happy June 19th. Today is a very special day because Chiron is entering Taurus. Lots of information has been coming through to us. We know that it's time to make a change. We understand that it's time to make a change. And now Chiron comes into the story and says, but do I feel safe enough to make this change? Hi, my name is Adrienne. I am a practicing evolutionary astrologer and empowerment doula. I like to take the fear and the worry out of the cosmos and break it down to the point where you can become empowered and work along with the cosmos so that you feel that you're in control of your story. So, Chiron is going to be in Taurus until 2034, 2034. And we follow Chiron because he's considered the wounded healer, the great teacher. And he actually highlights the wisdoms gained through experience. So, with Chiron going into Taurus season, it's bringing up wounds around self worth, security, stability, sustainability, all those Taurian themes, resources, relationship to our own selves. And, it's the foundation that everything else is built upon. So this type of energy that we're going to have as as Chiron moves into Taurus, his name is Chiron now, um, is going to be deep. It's going to be sustainable. It's going to be sturdy. It's going to talk about our self-worth. And then when we look at our self-worth, is it contributing in a way that's fertile, that's going to be rich, that's going to allow us to grow up nice and tall? So that's what's being healed right now. That's what this wounded healer type of energy is going to bring forward. There are going to be some discomforts. All wounds, as they heal, can be a little uncomfortable. That's why we have pain management, right? But there are so many characters talking, helping, assisting, adding their flavor to this energy. Like this is going to be with us for a long time. And it's a big thing. Chiron is not a joke. These are wounds. These are deep wounds. And it's coming through in the IC, which is the deepest house. So we're digging in deep. We're looking for that stability. We're looking to make our foundation even stronger. That's a lot. That's heavy. So I decided to approach it a little bit differently. I want to know, and I approached it with who's our wingmans here? Who's helping us out? Who's our beneficials? And I started to look at the different conversations. So the first conversation that I want to talk about is that Chiron is in a sextile with the sun in Gemini. And the conversation with the sun in Gemini is the sun is illuminating information to help you heal, illuminating information to assist you along this healing journey. Yes, it's in Gemini, but it's not about gathering more information. It's about seeing the information that you have, looking at it at a different perspective, leveling it up per se, seeing how it has contributed to your healing. Love that conversation. And then the next conversation, Chiron is also sextile to the North Node. And this conversation is, this is your wingman. So you've got the sun as one of your wingmen illuminating for you. And then you've got your North Node, which is your fated destiny. It's a fated conversation. And it's saying, now apply. Apply what you have learned. Apply this level of intellect. Apply this level of perspective, this level of thought, this level of speech, of communication. And then manifest yourself to the way that's in alignment with who you are, that you say you want to be. So in our next conversation with Chiron, It's in a trine with the South Node and the Moon. Now, the trine is a pocket of opportunity that you have to reach for. Okay. A sextile, they're just coming right along and they're just push you forward. Like, yeah, we got you. We're the cheerleaders. We got you. You got this. The trine is, yes, this is a pocket of opportunity, but you have to reach for it. Okay. And with it being attached to the South Node, what was coming through for me, the South Node and the Moon, what was coming through for me was that it's this you come back, you incarnate, and you try to go forward to your North Node. In order for you to take the steps to this next level of healing around security, stability, sustainability, self worth, you've got to tap into some of your past worths, past talents, because they're going to help you to heal as you've mastered them already. There's going to be a level of confidence that comes through. Oh, I know how to do this because I have done it in the past. Self-worth, like sometimes when we look back at what we've done, we don't think we've accomplished much. But somebody looking at us would go, oh my God, you did this, this, you helped this person, that person. And you're like, oh my gosh, I did. So tap into those past worths, those past talents, those that you've mastered to help you evolve with these Taurian wounds. Now, only take with you what has worked in the past. Only take what is useful and what is truthful. Because we all know in that past bucket, some of the things didn't work. So just because they were comfortable and you mastered them, it didn't work for you. So don't bring it with you. Don't pack it along. Don't select that name out of the South Node bucket per se. Now we come into the tension piece. Chiron square Pluto in Aquarius. It means that something has to pivot. So, what's going to pivot is you're not going to see this transformative stage as something you're currently in. You're going to own this transformation. You've come out of the cocoon of the butterfly, all of the cocoon wetness or whatever. The cocoonness is off of you. You've totally come into this butterfly. So here you are with Chiron. I've got these wounds around self worth. And then you've got this Pluto over here, which is squaring you, saying, this is about rebirth. And we're going to see this transformation and the rebirthed stage of the butterfly. And stop seeing it as the death portion, the death portion. Yeah, some things have to be let go. Now own, acknowledge, be the butterfly. Transformation isn't a punishment. It actually is a reward, the way I think of it. Not all the time. Don't get me wrong. Wounds equal transformation. I mean, bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Then our next level of tension, Chiron squares Jupiter in Cancer. So this is another growth point. And with it being in Cancer, we want emotional security. We want to develop our emotional security around this transformed stage, around this butterfly stage. Emotional security, protection over here with Jupiter. So again, we got the square, Chiron, Jupiter and Cancer. So it's asking you, can I feel safe enough to grow in this container? So it's asking you about your connection to these wounds that you were healing. So you feel emotionally secure to share? Do you feel emotionally secure to take these to the next level and upcycle and see their worth? So when we have Chiron entering Taurus at the IC, it's in opposition with the midheaven. And when you're in opposition, there's an external tension that's requiring some amount of balance, compromise, awareness. So that conversation is saying quite clearly, before you worry about your purpose, your reputation, your career, your visibility, blah, 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 check underneath. Make sure that foundation that I see, self-worth, sustainability, stableness, is nice and solid. So it creates a landing pad, a launching pad, a landing and launching pad for you to excel and evolve into the next layer. I wasn't going to do a reading with the Chiron and Taurus, but I feel like whenever any planet moves into another sign, there is a little bit of a discomfort as we get a little bit more stable in the way that that planet likes to move or that planet likes to speak. So I think it's beneficial to do a card pull. We all know the benefits of healing. So I don't, we need a card that says, you know, what's going to be the gift. But I do feel like two cards to help support us through this energy is going to be beneficial. All right, so the first card I pulled is the Nine of Wands. And with this card, support, believe in yourself, and have courage to continue. Sagittarius, you know, it's a mutable fire. So you turn it on when you need to turn it on, you let it simmer a little bit when it needs to simmer. Sagittarius knows, but Sagittarius is also about expansion, exploration. So be present with this energy shift, allow it to heal itself. 9, the end of a cycle. The cycle's ending. Tiring? Yes, it can be tiring, but continue. And our other supporting card is boundaries. Know your boundaries. Supporting energy. Know your boundaries. What else comes to me? What also comes to me on this card is the way that the illumination, the fire, the golden light, it's in her palms, it's within you. So I do like that. Like, you know, you're look at how she's developing her own boundaries. She has the audacity to create her own boundaries. The heart is involved as well. So it's not just selfish boundaries, these are boundaries that are going to allow you to heal yourself, that are going to give you the space to continue to heal yourself. I love that this is as above, so below, above and below, which is bringing in that sense of you have to allow your intuitive self, that Cancer energy, to you tap into that intuition to know what you need in order to protect yourself, to protect this new seed that you are now acknowledging, you as the seed, you as the new seed that's being planted. And look, the third eye, the crown is even being illuminated here. Wonderful card. Wonderful, wonderful. So that's what I have for you with the Chiron. Chiron. I think we're going to call this Chiron entering Taurus Chiron. I like it. That's what I have for you with this Cosmo. And again, yes, there's going to be some discomfort. Wounds are uncomfortable as they heal. Remember, they go to that stage where they're painful. We take pain meds or we don't take pain meds. And then it goes to that itchy stage. They're not always comfortable. Wounds are not comfortable. They hurt. As they heal, they hurt. So to have these as two beautiful supporting cards in the cosmos, beautiful, beautiful. This study of Chiron, because it is so because it can have some discomfort, because we all need a little bit of guidance when we're going over these types of things. Sometimes we need community. And I have developed a course where we're talking about Chiron and Taurus and the things that are going to be brought up. It's a workshop in which we look at our baseline and we upcycle it, we evolve it to the new baseline, and give us some kind of idea of where we want to go with that, how we want to deal with these wounds. Are these wounds really my wounds? Is this like an old contract that I signed and I don't remember I signed, and now I'm crossing my name off because it's no longer part of me? It's no longer aligned with me. Themes around self doubt, around self worth, around your ability to create a sustainable, stable, secure, financially abundant. So I have created a course. It'll be down in the show notes. Please jump in. I'd love to work with you and go through this. We will be looking at your chart and seeing where this actual Chiron transitions onto, which house. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some discussion. We're going to do some meditations. We're going to have some journal prompts. And there's no judgment, there's no criticism, just from right where you are. And that's where you start. It's considered your baseline. So click the box below, sign up. I'd love to meet you and I'll work through this with you. If you want to connect with me on Sage Connections, there's a box down there as well. Please like, subscribe, and share. Be empowered.